I got a call from the assistant principal one day stating that my eldest son had been suspended from school because of a fight. What happened was that my son was not only suspended from school for a few days, but he was also fined a $500 fee and sent to court. When we get to court to advocate on behalf of our son and to explain to the judge what happened, the entire courtroom is filled with brown and black and low-income students. And I'm thinking to myself, where are the privileged students and why aren't they being punished in the same ways that these more vulnerable students are being punished and penalized in school? That all led to me to incorporate this equity work in my own research as a professor. I was doing a lot of community work, how schools and communities mesh together to make environments safe, comfortable learning environments for children. But I thought to myself, I have to look at this.
Through our equity audit, what we found was many of our other communities that are part of who Holland Public Schools is, our Latino community, for example, our African American community. We're asking the question, why do we take days off to celebrate our Dutch heritage, but we don't take off Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day? Or we don't take off time to celebrate our Hispanic festivals, or National Heritage Hispanic Month, or participate in Cinco de Mayo and things like that. So through the student voice and through some of our parents, we were able to begin to question, why do we have those practices in place? Why aren't we celebrating more of the rich diversity that we have here?
So what distinguishes our audit from other reforms to improve equity in school? Well, we base our reforms on the data from the school. That's a very distinct difference from what other people are offering. One misconception about equity audits is that they're equality audits. So every individual group of students, they have a different set of needs. So we don't want to give all student groups the exact same thing. What we want to do is make sure that we're serving all of these other groups of students that are not the dominant group of students and giving them their exact needs. What exactly is it that they need?
One of the students who participated in the survey talked about the fact that they had to be excused from school to take off for Dr. Martin Luther King Day, but yet all the students were excused for tulip time activities. And why was that? And I asked that young man, well, what do you do on Dr. Martin Luther King Day? And his reply back to me was, what do you do on the 4th of July? We get together with family, we have a picnic, we celebrate the legacy of his life. We talk about the impact in our family. And it was really a moment to me of really recognizing that these festivals, these national days of honors and remembrance, are really about celebrations of life. Everyone has a story to tell, everyone has an experience to share, and we need to make sure that we're celebrating the rich diversity of who we are.
And districts struggle doing this, and so that's why we have initiated this equity audit project for schools so that they can, number one, follow and situate where those student groups exist, and number two, find out what the needs are of those individual groups of students.
The ability to empower teachers to understand their own implicit bias, to help them understand their own cultural intelligence, to help us understand the difference between equity and equality, to help us understand that there really is no such thing as colorblindness now. We need to see each student for who they are and the background that they represent.
We know now what the problems are, where they lie, and the research-based solutions to these problems are presented to districts so that they can move forward.
No action is no action. We had to begin to seriously take a strong look at this. Having some real objective data that came from utilizing this program and getting those pieces in a quantitative fashion really helped us to quantify the work that we needed to do.
We're hearing directly from parents. We're hearing directly from students, and then we're hearing from teachers and administrators. Everybody has their say about what's going on in the school. This is the only way to solve problems of equity in the school. The best part about it is that these audits are totally anonymous. No student information, teacher information, parent information will ever be revealed in the audit.
And this is a process that takes time, and it takes a lot of dialogue and discussion with a lot of different community members.
What we want with equity audits is to not just change schools and make schools more equitable, but to change society and humanity at large.